Love him or loathe him, Sir Lewis Hamilton always makes the headlines, and he did so again in Miami, although not for the best of reasons. It was not a good Grand Prix for him in truth, despite getting a podium finish in the sprint race on Saturday, thanking his team for the amazing strategy call that got him that place. His overall lack of pace during qualifying and also during the Grand Prix was very evident. And in truth, in total fairness, Charles Leclerc also struggled. He only finished one place in front of him, but there was a bit of tension. It did get a bit heated on the radio. And I'm not talking about that subtropical climate in the south of Florida. I am talking about the exchange between Hamilton and his engineer. Now, we've spoken a lot about the relationship between these two quite a bit. They are still getting to know each other, but comments from Hamilton have rubbed certain people up the wrong way. They didn't really endear him to certain crowds of Formula One's fandom. I'll explain why in this video. So he qualified in P12 for the Grand Prix, and in the early stages of the race he was battling with Esteban Ocon's Haas for 10th to try and get into the points. But we had a few virtual safety cars in this race, one for Ollie Behrman's Haas, who retired, and also for another one for Gabriel Bortoleto Sauber, both retiring with engine failures around the 30 lap mark. This gave Hamilton a chance to pit with reduced penalties effectively from that, the delta being smaller during a VSC compared to green flag running, so that catapulted him up the order, and he was battling with the likes of his teammate Charles Leclerc and also Carlos Sainz for 7th position. Sainz got past the pair of them, but at the restart both the Ferrari drivers overtook the Spaniard, with Charles Leclerc leading Hamilton. However, Hamilton was on the faster medium tyres at this point and he was itching to get past Charles Leclerc. He inquired about this, and indeed earlier in the season, I can't remember what race it was, but he basically said to the team, look, should I let Charles Leclerc go past? I think it might have been China, actually, off the top of my head. I could be incorrect there, but he basically inquired about that. And he did a similar thing with this one as well, and indeed at that point as well, there was an opportunity for Ferrari to actually challenge Kimi Antonelli, who was ahead in 6th. But unfortunately, with that delay, he basically made the comments that a lot of people are saying, well, you shouldn't be saying that, that's a bit disrespectful, but here's what he actually said. Have a tea break while you're at it. Basically sarcastically saying, come on guys, we need to know what's going to happen here. Hamilton admitted after the race that these comments were made in frustrating times during the race and not everybody would have liked them. He said, and I quote, I lost a lot of time today behind Charles Leclerc, and in that moment for sure I was like, come on, let's make a concise decision really quick. Let's not waste time, he said. I'm sure people didn't like certain comments, but you've got to understand it was frustrating. People say way worse things than what I said. It was more sarcastic than anything, and I'm not frustrated now. We'll work internally, we'll have a discussion, and we'll keep pushing. Hamilton also emphasised the importance of not getting emotional about the situation, stating, we are here to race, we are not where we want to be. Now, actually, later in the race as well, when Hamilton's medium tyres started to go off and Leclerc's hard tyres came more into their own, it was the opposite situation. Leclerc was now the faster driver and Hamilton was holding him up. He did let Leclerc go past eventually, but then there was another controversial radio exchange where Hamilton again said something along the lines of, oh, do you want me to let Sainz go past as well? Again, a bit sarcastic. And again, every team and every driver has their own relationship with their race engineer. You know, there's nothing set in stone, but I do understand why people are thinking it's a bit disrespectful, but I think it's bore out of frustration. Like Hamilton says, you know, they are not where they want to be, to use his exact terminology there, and they're not. They don't want to be fighting for 7th and 8th. They want to be fighting for wins, do Ferrari, but right now, given the performance of the car, that is a pipe dream. And to be fair, with the pace of McLaren's car right now, it's a pipe dream that any other team or driver can realistically challenge him at this point. But we've seen Verstappen win a race this season, so stranger things can happen. But yeah, your thoughts on it in the comments below, guys. Should Ferrari be concerned with Hamilton's tone? Should he apologise for his remarks? Was he right to say what he said? Or is this all very much a storm in a spilt teacup? I want to hear what you have to say about this in the comments below. And of course, keep it subscribed to this channel to see much more content like this. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Have a fantastic day wherever you are in the world today, and we'll see you soon.